Shalom. Before we begin, I want to start off by giving all praise I'm going to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakudash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations unto the elect. Today's lesson is going to be, who are the real bad guys? Alright. And a lot of times people accuse us of and what I mean by us is everybody who's preaching the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the true gospel of the Lord. They always accuse us of harm and us of hurting their feelings and being fake prophets and being ingenuine, and they give us all these names, but who are the real bad guys, man? Is it people who are out there lying about your health, charging you for health care, a basic human right, are feeding you a bunch of fake news, are hiding the truth from you, are going out there in war for no reason? Or is it the men who are trying to preach a better life for the men of the Lord, for the people of the Lord? And the fact is, from the Bible, the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has his own people. That's just a fact. And we don't make the rules. That's just a fact. That's how it goes, and that's how the Lord wanted it to be, and that's how it's going to be. Nobody has a problem with the people from the Middle East being the chosen people. Why is it always when we say we are the chosen people that people are on our ass? It makes no sense to me. But who are the real bad guys, man? And I'm just saying, from out there, you go to any person of the Lord, you go to any man of the Lord, you'll find that men of the Lord are wonderful people, man. Men of the Lord are very caring people when, you are being caring to them. And even out there in the, when they're out there preaching and, they see a bug out, if the bug out ain't, cussing at them or whatever, they keep their peace, because men of the Lord understand that it ain't supposed to be, oh, fuck you. Men of the Lord are people who want peace, and the fact is, here we don't have peace. Here we don't have freedom. Here we don't have the luxuries that the Lord will give us. We don't have the luxuries of a certain people who have those luxuries. We don't have those same luxuries as a certain race. The fact is that we came here on slaughter. We came here by force. Our people were captive under Egyptians, under Esau. And we have just been under fire since forever now. And even now, people think it got better, but it's really not. It's the same shit over and over again. You get home, or you wake up, Salakia, and then you go to work. You get paid pennies. No, and I'm saying this, theoretically. You're not literally getting paid pennies, but you know what I mean. People just try to take anything you say. They try to make you the bad guy. But you get paid little, for doing the hardest jobs. Who's out there, building these buildings, Who's out there, fixing the pavement that you could drive on? Who's out there sleeping in the houses you built? And it's Jake. Who's fixing the roofs? Who's out there, doing anything? It's Jake. You know, and some Jake earn good money, but for the most part, you know, we in here suffering. And so if we're the bad guys for wanting, the Lord to come save us, the Lord to come wrap it up here, what does that make? What does that make you? You know, if we're so evil and the bad guys for wanting the Lord to come over here, and wanting the Lord to change things, and wanting the Lord to fix, the world that we have so corrupted. What does that make you? And it's these things you have to look at. When have the men of the Lord ever done any harm to you? Because the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, they preach, they preach that you don't go out there and acting like a ninja, man. Because when you're out there in the highways and byways, you're not just gonna pick a fight with any. You try to avoid the fight. They preach. You're like a sheep going in a lion's den or a wolf's den. You gotta be as harmless as a dove, wise as a serpent. That's what the Lord. That's what the Lord wrote. That's what's in the Bible. Real quick. Real quick. Because there's a lot of people out there who act like they know what they're talking about, but are really just feeding you BS. This is Matthew 7:15. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravening wolves. And that's a thing, man. And this is for the people who are barely, coming into this truth, or barely are trying to figure out, maybe you got a sign of the Lord. There's gonna be a lot of false prophets out there, man. A lot of people who look like they're trying to preach good or trying to preach this word of the Lord and this truth, but really they're just raving wolves looking for money. And I'm not gonna name call them. You know who they are. It is obvious. Wearing those fancy garments. Having all that money. Where do you think all that money comes from, man? Those videos you make, they have a 401c. What is it? I think it's a 401k. It's where you get money, for doing live streams. They do this for money, and while the real men of Great Millstone and those who follow their doctrine, we do it out of passion and fear and love for the Lord Yahweh Shai. It's about the passion, because this isn't when this video shuts off. It's not like I go out there and start partying and shit. No, there's a certain lifestyle that comes with this. And every man of the Lord has that same lifestyle. No matter if you're from Arizona, from Idaho, from Las Vegas, from New York, California, it don't matter where. If you're a real man of the Lord, we all have that same meek lifestyle that some may call boring. Some may call boring. But to me, what is so boring? Well, like, how do you find it so boring to do what the Lord, the creator of all things, is telling you to do? How is that boring? You're finding more about the universe every day. You're learning something every day. You know, and how is preaching this evil? You know? This is 2 John 1 and 7. For many deceivers are entered into the world, who confess not that Yahushua HaMashiach is come in the flesh. This is a deceiver and an antichrist. So that and you have those people who believe in science and stuff. Well, who created science? The Lord Yahweh Shai. When you study the earth and you study its core, the Lord did all that. You know, you really believe that two rocks fucking collided with each other and made a whole world? Come on, man. Salakia. 2 Timothy. Let me This is 2 Timothy 3 and 1. This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. And we are in these last days. And perilous means dangerous, danger. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. The men of the Lord preach that you be none of these things. You know? The men of the Lord are the least selfish people you will meet. You know? I give my right arm for a brother. You know, I don't know a brother would do the same. Because this is a brotherhood. What is so evil about having a brotherhood? You know? Without nature, affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. So if you despise us, the Lord is talking to you right here. That in the last days, you people are gonna come. So we ain't really worried about you. You know? Traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of Yahweh, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. You know, how is that not clear? You know, I mean, the proof is in the pudding, man. You know, so when you start reading the Bible for yourself and you know, really, if you really, you know, because I used to be Catholic. You know, I grew up in a Catholic home, go to church, but something ain't sit right with me. Something did not sit right. And the Lord put that spirit in me to, you know, pick up that book and read for myself. And with the first page, you know, you start finding lies about what the Catholic and you know, these other religions teach to you, man. You know, you read the book of Revelations, the first page, you're gonna be like, what the you know, man. So calm, man. This is gonna do it. You know, I just wanted to make a lesson out there. You know, who are the real bad guys? You know, because all we just trying to preach the word of the Lord, and we trying to do the works of the Lord. You know, and with that, I'm gonna say shalom.